Hey guys, I'm gonna be a little bit more honest again. So I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I uploaded a video once upon a time called "Time to Be Honest." Okay, and yes, right now I do have my legs crossed like a little lady, because I'm being honest. No, okay. So I uploaded that video. And I just went on about how, like, you know, life is hard. You know, when you're a little teenager and you're like, you know, you can get depressed and stuff because, you know, stuff is hard. Because, you know, stuff happens. Yeah, that was me. That's pretty much what I said for like 8 minutes or however long it went. And yeah, it was all true, mainly. But, yeah. And now I have to be honest again because I need to be more honest. Supreme plays Justin Dolores, however you know him. Shouldn't have said his last name, but I don't care. We are no longer friends, as you can probably tell by the abrupt ending of any console. By the abrupt ending of the 4 Seasons SMP, and also me not uploading really anything. Okay, and also the fact that I don't really even talk to him, and other than the fact that I'm about to share a few certain things of my life in the last, you know, 3 months, might go back in time a little bit, and I'll be honest, I recorded this video already. It went like 40 minutes to 42 minutes long. I went in so much depth and detail, and then I said some really disturbing stuff near the end, so I'm just gonna completely redo everything. It's not gonna be that long because really I just talked and talked and talked and talked for ages. But this is just a sum up of life. Right now, basically I'm gonna try to do everything in a much better order than I did it. But my whole life, basically, up until year 10, which was last year, at the start of last year, I didn't really have friends, right? I didn't really have friends. No one really liked me. So I decided to be different. And last year, when I first started my new school, after certain things happened, I decided, let's be different. So what did I do? I was different. I changed how I acted, basically by being the opposite of myself because no one liked me. So I was the opposite of myself, kind of started getting friends. It might just be the fact that the school was a lot nicer. But since then, I haven't really been bullied. And when I was, it was for like a week, and all my friends had my back, and there were so many of them. It was just like, bro, just back off, otherwise you're gonna get dropped, to be honest. And I'm not actually scared of bullies anymore. Like, they don't scare me. They can do whatever the hell they want to me. But Justin, okay, so I'm gonna be honest, this mainly started back when I first opened my first ever SMP on console, which was called Supreme Craft. Only one video of that ever went up, and it was around a month after the server shut down. Around a week or so into the server, everything just went chaotic, and everything just blew up, okay? I'm not going to mention how, why, etc., other than the fact that I blew up Justin's house, so he blew up everything else. Actually, no, I hired someone to blow it up, yes. But that was including Spawn, which I spent a very long time on. But yes, me and Justin were great friends, kind of. He was away for like a month or something, or more, and I decided to build us a server that we could record YouTube on. All that sort of thing. We recorded our first episode. It was shitty as fuck quality because guess what? He was jet lagged. He got off a plane legit with an hour of getting, like 3 hours of getting off the plane. He was recording a video with like no sleep. Okay, so I was like, GG, what a legend. All that stuff, you know, server shuts down a week a bit later. A few days later, building new server, server, you know. Trust issues, just everything, no. And then around a few weeks after that, I decided to build a new server called the 4 Seasons SMP, and I didn't actually come up with that name until after I recorded like 2 episodes. But that 4 Seasons SMP was meant to be like the redemption of the 2 failed servers and the trust gaining server. But so much issues with trust is just like, no. I would be at school, AFK, invisible on the server, just so they could be on the server if they stayed home. and I got in so much shit for it. They would be so, or he, Justin mainly, would be so pissed when he found out I was invisible all day. It's like, bro, I'm at school, I don't want to get blown up by a creeper. And trust me, I got blown up by several creepers while AFK, all just so he could record. And how many videos did he upload? Not too many, around the same as me, maybe slightly less, maybe like 4. I uploaded around 6 or 7, so it's hardly any better. But yeah, like, trust was just a huge thing, and since then everything kind of fell apart. At that point, the server kind of just took like a week break when the beta came out for Black Ops 3, and at that point I had a girlfriend for like a week or so, you know. I was like, yeah, why not, let's go for the girls in a different country. I had a girlfriend from Australia at that time. She was nice, you know, she was really nice. And then, you know, time goes by, the beta ended, I was happy, I was actually pretty happy for once, like, for the first time, and I was kind of having a rough patch mentally, though. I was kind of finding myself, because I'll go on about that in a little bit. But, as I mentioned just before, how, like, I haven't been acting myself since, like, the start of last year, yeah, that's kind of been fading from me and been hard to keep up. So yeah, at that point I was kind of transitioning between reality and the more realistic reality, as in, you can be realistic and be yourself, but the reality is you're not yourself, so you have to face the realistic reality, and that is that you need to be yourself, otherwise you're never going to be happy. And that probably made no sense to most of you, but I honestly don't care. I'm so crazy. And that was the thing. I was pretty happy at that point, but I struggled to make anyone seem happy. Like, anyone. Like, none of my friends, not her. My family, I don't even know. I don't talk to them. I stay in my room and don't do anything. That's why I do YouTube. No, it's not why I do YouTube, but it's why I sit on my ass and game all day, because I don't want to talk to anyone. Not really. So yeah, I was a pretty shitty boyfriend, let's be honest. And what could I do? Yeah, I could flirt like a beast over texting. The second I get into a call, I just can't talk. That's mainly just my talking issues. I don't like talking. But yeah, I was still happy though, that was the thing. And then, like, you know, 2 or 3 weeks went by, and then she dumped me. Like, I was surprised, because she said she, like, would never ever want to leave me, like, 3 hours earlier, and she would never ever do it. But, okay, whatever. Okay. And then, like, 12 hours or something after we broke up, she started going out with one of my friends. Kind of, I don't really know if he really was a friend, because a friend wouldn't do that. Or he wouldn't, he kind of declined being my friend when I kind of talked to him about it. It's like, I'm not your freaking friend. Bro, we used to be in the same soccer team. We play PlayStation in a chat every single day for like the last year and a half, and you're not my friend apparently, okay? So yeah, this was Frosty. I'm not gonna mention names, you probably know his name anyway. But yeah, he got her. I was like, oh, okay, that freaked me out. I went absolutely psycho on this bitch. Like, I went psycho, she went all psycho on me. I was like, what the fuck you being psycho on me for? And I was just psycho at Frosty, she was being psycho at me. I ended up, after like 2 weeks of just straight up resenting both of them, just blocking absolutely everyone. Everyone. Her friends, her, Michael, Justin. At this point, Justin was helping me out, like, with all of the stuff, saying that, like, you know, like, Frosty doesn't, you know, there's no way he deserves it. Like, bro, you deserve this girl, etc. All this sort of stuff. Like, Justin was being a great friend. This is all after all this Supreme Craft, all this Hellfire SMP stuff, all this 4 Seasons stuff, where all the trust issue thing and everything just broke down, and we kind of had some fights, and then he was still there for me, like, through this breakup kind of stage, even though, like, it wasn't the hugest breakup, but it was really freaking messy, let's be honest. And, like, I was saying some really horrible stuff to Frosty, like, let's be honest, he knows. But then stuff got really bad. After like a week, I mean, at this point, like, I'd only blocked Frosty, and like a week later, I started getting shit from Justin. I was like, okay, that's a change in tone. What did I do? He's just like, start saying really bad stuff, okay, and I don't really want to repeat it, but don't mock someone about suicidal shit. That's not what you do. You shouldn't do that. And I do recall doing stuff in the past, especially in intermediate with my bully. He was giving me so much shit one day that I told him to go lay on his mom's ashes, and that's not cool. And even then, I'm kind of dialing down the details, because that's, yeah, it just, you shouldn't say shit like that. Anything that would result in anything that would realistically hurt someone or cause them to hurt themselves, and that really would. I don't know whether I actually want to repeat the words he said to me, because my parents don't actually know. Like, I've really exaggerated to Justin about this shit, because I don't even know. I felt like no one cared, so I would make up shit about certain things. But yeah, I would at occasions try and kill myself. That was true. I would on occasions try and overdose on medication, which I've got plenty of. Been to the doctor at least 1 million times in the last 6 months. And every single time I get prescribed more shit. I've got like 4 boxes sitting next to me with like 120 capsules in each. But I always exaggerated, which I really shouldn't have done. But when I was doing all this stuff, psychologically I just was dead. I'm just gonna be honest, and this is all over like the last month or two, so it comes to a point as to why I'm sharing this with you guys, okay? And this has been happening over the last 2 years since I even started YouTube, like over the whole last year. This is all tied together. All this bullying stuff, all this mental, emotional, all this stuff is just all linked together, and this will make sense when I get to the point. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, my parents are watching this, family members watching this, GG, good on ya. I don't care. Stuff happens, I'm trying. I come from a Christian family, and yeah, like, it's all God shit, you know? Bro, you need that stuff. And before I moved where I am now, which is where I moved at the start of last year, holy crap, Christianity, it was like my babe. Like, let's be honest, I'm just gonna come out and say it like that. And it realistically still is a huge part of me, but you can't help when you haven't gone to church every Sunday like you used to for like 2 years straight. You really struggle to make that same connection and realize that there's actually someone there if you actually have the beliefs that that person exists or that thing exists, in my case being God. Like, I believe that he exists. I believe he does shit. Like, he saved my brother's life so many times. My brother, it was 2 years old when he died. 2013 he died. He was disabled and wasn't even meant to survive birth, really, like, hardly. In fact, I think they were even considering him coming out stillborn. He was so disabled, and he needed surgery legit, like, the same day he was born, like, the day after or whatever. I don't even know. I wasn't really on the details. I was in a different country when he was born. I didn't even see him until he was, like, a month old or something, or, like, a few weeks or something. In fact, it was probably a month. I don't know. I don't know how long he was in hospital for. I don't remember. All I remember was going down and seeing him for like 20 minutes and giving him a bath for like one time in like a year, and then I didn't see him for like a year. I just made it back to New Zealand for his first birthday. I was hardly even saw him. But he had so much stuff wrong with him. He was on oxygen 24/7, and at some points he even survived like a whole day without it. He would legit start breathing on his own. It was really, really surprising. He needed feeding done through his nose, which eventually just went straight to his stomach through a tube. He needed permanent oxygen. He needed oxygen tanks. He needed so much care. He would put so much stress on the family and stuff. Yet it made no sense. He wasn't even meant to survive birth. Yet he survived 2 years. Survived pneumonia more than once, then ended up dying to it, but still survived it more than once. He survived colds, which would kill kill someone that's that sick, or like that, you know, not immune to it. Because, bro, when your immune system is like shocking and you get a cold, you're fudged. It's like death. Like, I saw him die pretty much right in front of me, where he stopped breathing, his whole mouth went purple, blue, and like, this is probably really weird for some of you guys. Probably don't really want to hear this. Skip like 30 seconds, like 30 seconds to like a minute, I don't know. But like, I watched him basically die in front of me and then just come back to life from doctors. I was like, yeah, maybe doctors, but dude, he wasn't even meant to survive birth. Like, there has to be something. So that's kind of where like my faith was like, obviously, come on, there has to be a God. Let's be honest, there has to be at least one. I don't care if it's freaking Buddha, okay? There is one. There is definitely one. And if I've been, you know, worshipping the wrong one my whole life, then good on you, but I don't think so. But then that all comes down to what you believe. Like, look at this. Catholics, they worship God, so do Christians. Still different types of beliefs. Still, they believe different things to do with the same stuff, and then they still have slightly different rules, etc. Slightly. When I say slightly, I mean slightly. It's all about down to what you believe, but believing the stuff makes you kind of, you know, feel like there's someone there, and it's just like, yo, you can get through anything. You come on, like my brother lasted 2 years on oxygen bottles and an oxygen generator and formulated food that goes into his stomach through a machine that pumps the liquidated food into his stomach. For 2 years. In and out of hospital at like once a month, or like periods of time where it was a couple months in between, which was really great. But if that can happen, then I could easily get through any bullying, any suicidal stuff, any of that. But unfortunately, at the time that everything in my life seemed the worst, to be honest, it isn't the worst. The worst time I think I experienced in my life was actually when I was really connected to the stuff I believe, religious wise and stuff. And that stuff at home, even though I had all this God stuff, that, like, I was in the youth worship team, and I would go home every day and be like a monster to my family. I'm laughing now because I see how stupid I was. Then again, I know that pretty much every single time I was like that. As much as psychologists and my family members want to say that I had full control, I know a majority of the time I really could not do anything to stop myself. As much as they think they do. This is 2 years later, I've matured so much. Realistically, it's almost 3 years later because it all started like crazy. But I know myself better than anyone. In fact, I don't even know if my family actually realizes who I am. they think they know me, but then they can only know certain things about me because they don't think about me in the way I think about me. So yeah, this kind of been like a bit of a slow 10 minutes. I'm going really in depth with stuff, and if you don't like that, then you can click off if you probably already have. But I don't mind, honestly. Hopefully this video helps someone, because they might be feeling the same way as me, or they've experienced some of the same stuff and all that stuff. But here's the thing, no matter how much I was connected religiously to whatever I believed in, that all still disappeared once I fell away. And I still go back. I started going to youth again, like weekly, like a few weeks ago, but still doesn't stop you, you know. Like, I know I was getting somewhere when I first thought of this little topic while just talking randomly, but now I'm kind of just off track, so I'm just gonna switch straight back to something else, talking about how me and Justin kind of just like friendship rip, okay? Just like, no matter what I can do, our friendship just went down the drain, and for like a couple weeks he was giving me some total shit, and I just ended up blocking everyone, didn't talk to anyone for like 2 weeks. All my friends like, why aren't you talking to any of us? Like, I legit didn't talk to anyone. I didn't sign on to Facebook for 2 weeks. I didn't actually go on my phone for like 2 weeks, except to change my song on my playlist. When I say song on my playlist, I mean add songs to my playlist or switch playlist, which I rarely do. Rarely. I would listen to the same song 100 times because it makes me happy. Okay, music's just like an obsession, and that's why MA, if you haven't seen that MA Music Addict yet, I don't know. Hasn't really been that much of a thing, but that would, considering either changing that to my second channel's name, MA, and I really need to start uploading on there, because, well, I should be doing this right now for this that channel, because I'm doing exactly what I'm meant to be doing on that channel, vlogging, and this is hardly a vlog, it's more of just like a depressing story. But MA, Music Addict, I'm legit a music addict. I would choose music over anything, almost. But I'm just gonna read this thing. Okay, just hardly reading, but Monday the 28th of September was the last time I talked to Justin. This was just over, it was like around a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, almost. This is what I said to him that day. And the thing is, it had been around 2 to 3 weeks since I said anything about what you're about to hear. But here we go. Monday, the 28th of September at 7:50 p.m. I don't know why you and other people want to beat me up. So immature. Straight up, I just said, I don't know why you want to beat me up. So immature, eh? And he says, you have no right to talk to me. Go away. When all I recall ever doing was nothing, really. He wanted to help me with certain things to do with suicide, bunch of other crap. And this is what he said. Give me your dad's number, or I won't be friends with you again, and I will never help you again. He wanted my dad's number so he could talk to him to stop me from hurting myself and stuff. And I said no, I didn't want to get my dad involved, because I really just didn't. So I declined. And then over time, me and him, over that next week after that, we had that little conversation. He just started giving me total shit. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Saying so much stuff. And at this point, I'd just been dumped like a week ago. On the 30th of August, I think it was. But I don't even want to repeat what he said to me, but this was his reply to what this is my reply, and then his reply after that when he said, "You have no right to talk to me, go away," I said, "What have I done? Nothing." His reply, around 2 hours later, was, "Leave me alone, you're just making things worse for yourself." In fact, I had no idea what I had done. I was shocked that he even thought I did anything. But that is the legit last thing he said to me until yesterday. Yesterday being the 7th of October. I hadn't spoken a word to him, any of his friends, or anything in like 2 weeks, like that actually would mean anything, maybe 3 weeks. And this is what he said: "Why are you calling my girlfriend ugly and a slut? You haven't even met her." And that's the thing. I never once called her a slut, I'll be honest. I called her ugly once, but only to piss him off because he was just being completely nasty to me, and I had to say something because I'm gonna stand up for myself. Okay, I'm not scared of bullies. But this is what I said to him in reply to that. I didn't. Yes, last time we talked like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did. But that was once, and I never called her a slut. Don't make up bullshit so you have an excuse to bash me. Because I already said you can. Because I don't give a fuck. Straight up. I said, whatever. If you want to get your friends, if you want to beat me up, go ahead. I really don't care. And that's where it's at. And that's why I hope, like, if someone's giving you shit like that, and they just want to beat you up, and if you're actually legit not afraid, just let them. If they come up to you and start doing it, just let them. Because the only difference between letting them and not letting them is if you don't let them, they'll probably make it feel worse. And if you let them, and you actually say you'll let them before they actually do it, the chances are they'll either won't do it, or they'll be a bit more soft on you, or, you know, just exactly the same. But the thing is, if you know there's no escape from the actual situation, like you know they're either gonna do it or they're not gonna do it, then just say fine, do it. Because the stronger you feel or act towards them, the more they're gonna feel threatened. If you're just like straight up, nah, stay away from me, oh my god, don't kill me, all this crap, or anything that's just like, oh my god, you're acting like a complete freaking pussy, okay? There's a huge difference between acting stronger than you are, because honestly, I hate physical pain. It freaks me out. It scares me. But I got told by one of his friends that he has someone that would happily beat me up and they won't stop till I'm bleeding, and I hate blood that comes out of my own body. Anyone else's body, I'll just laugh and I love it. But my own body, no. I can't stand it because I hate physical pain. I've never broken a bone in my body, I really don't want to, but I fractured bones and it's bad enough. But like, if anyone's watching this who gets bullied and they just feel so weak compared to them, and they don't feel like they can do anything, honestly, if you know there's no escape from the situation, yes, go talk to someone if you don't think it's going to change anything to do with how badly they treat you. If you know they're going to treat you like 2 times worse, or they actually threaten to kill you, then you're probably better off. If they threaten to kill you, yes, go talk to your parents and then go straight to the police or something. But like, if they've just threatened to harm you in the exact same way they have been, just show rebellious. Show yourself being rebellious. Okay, don't be all scared. Someone wants to beat you up, just be like casual, just go with it. If they're gonna do it, okay, it's not gonna make a difference if you go to your mother, it's not gonna make a difference if you go to your school teacher, it's not gonna make a difference if you go to the police if they can't actually do anything about it, because chances are this is probably only happening when you're 14, like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe 17, you never know. And at that 16, 17 point, then yeah, maybe, you know, the police can do something about it. But at the end of the day, someone is going to happily come up to you and beat you up. Nothing really that you can do to stop that. There's nothing, and I'm just being honest, okay? I'm not sounding like one of those guys are like, you know, nothing, just don't do anything about it. You can do things about it. You can go to your parents, you can go to the school, you can go to the police, do whatever the hell you want, but the one thing you have to always do is be strong about it. You can't show weakness, you have to show strength. And if you can't find strength in anything else, go find some religious thing. Like God, as I say. Find something like that to make you strong. Go find lollies to make you strong. Go find gaming to make you strong. Go find YouTube to make you strong. Go find music to make you strong. Go find anything to make you strong. Go find family to make you strong. Go find anything. Because the reality is, you need someone to make you strong. And do you know what makes me strong? Not only, like, I'll be honest, religiously, I'm a religious person, okay, and I obviously have faded away over, like, the last couple of years, but if I had to say what made me strong, it's God. I'll just straight up be honest with that. And the other thing that makes me really strong is music, okay? Music has influenced my whole life, so many choices. What I do at school at the moment is legit just walk around not talking to anyone. I've got so many friends that would happily talk to me. So many people that would happily talk to me. And what I say is, bro, I'd rather just walk around by myself and listen to music because I really enjoy it. It makes me feel stronger. And that's the thing. If someone's ever making me feel bad, threatening me, making me feel weak, I just have to click play. And I just feel like I'm unstoppable. Like, what I'm trying to say is, not only am I being honest with you guys about certain things to do with life, to do with why I am so inconsistent, okay, because this is probably like, oh, what's the point of this video? What are you getting at? What I'm getting at is so many things in people's lives, especially as a teenager, can influence so many different choices. Like my choice not to record for like the last month. My choice to stop my consistency and kind of fade back into inconsistency for over a week or two. That I never wanted to do again, but I understand why I ever did it in the first place, and it's because when you're psychologically, mentally, emotionally, physically damaged or struggling, you just need to take that time out and figure yourself out, figure things out, get yourself stronger, back on your feet. You need to do it. You need to be able to do that. And if YouTube is kind of like a thing that's just going to make me like, I'm going to enjoy doing it, but at the same time, I'm not going to want to be doing it because I just really can't right now. I need to focus on different things like sorting myself out, sorting certain other things out, kind of figuring out who I am, because at the moment I'm really struggling with like who the hell I am, like, I'm honest. And things like that is really the main cause as to why either I don't spend enough time on a video, why I either have missing days, missing weeks, missing months, probably why my subscriber count's so low, why my view count's so low, all because I've had so many times in my life these last 2 years that have put me at a halt in producing content. And as bad as that is for someone who actually really is committed to doing YouTube as I am, and actually really wants to do it, and if I could dream of anything right now, any dream job, people would laugh at me if I say what my dream job was. My dream job is to produce content on YouTube until I have enough money to retire. And at that point, I don't even think I would want to. Basically, I would do it until everyone was sick of my videos. And if that was when I was 40, then I'll stop. But legit, if I could last 10 years doing YouTube, I think I could last another 20 or 30 or whenever the hell YouTube shuts down. Because guess what? I am legit never been so committed to doing something since I was singing. And that is saying something. Like, I legit thought I was gonna go far in that career. Oh, I thought I was gonna do really well, and then certain things happen, and that just doesn't happen. And maybe in a few years' time, I'll be able to start that back up again. And I really want to do that with the second channel that I made, which I probably will change the name to Music Addict or something along those lines, with something different to Mike McRae. Because honestly, that's not even my real name. My real name's Michael, okay? And I don't know why I ever decided to disown that name, mainly because I had so many bad memories at the time where my mom disowned me, technically. She's a wonderful lady, I love her, but you know, people have hard times, as I said. That was how people call me. They call me Michael, they call me Michael, they call me Michael, they call me Michael, they call me Michael. My whole life I was bullied, they call me Michael. The second I decided Mike, okay, Mike, I'm gonna be honest, Mike is my alter ego. People call me Mike just because it's easier, but straight up Mike is my alter ego. Michael was me. And that is exactly what I'm trying to say. When I'm Mike, I could probably pick up a controller, hit that record button, go make me some content, because there's nothing for me to do in life, because there is nothing special about being my alter ego. There's nothing. And then whenever I'm fading away, kind of having an emotional struggle, I always fade back into my normal self, not being my alter ego anymore, which I was so weird when I was being myself that I realized how lazy I was. No, I'm joking. I realized that it really makes things hard to do when I'm thinking about how weird everything was when I was my normal self, and how everything I do now is completely different than what it would have been if I was not changing certain aspects of myself to please people. Or like right now, I'm never ever like this. Whenever you see me in a dull moment, like hardly talking, being very quiet, very dull, very monotone, very like hardly expressionful, not much expression at all, that is me. That is straight up me. Not much expression. There are times where my alter ego actually comes out of my actual self, where I actually am happy, but the thing is, I am not happy with myself, and that is why I show such low quality and standards, in my standards I should say. Like, I mean, low quality, that's really not the right thing to say, but like, low perseverance, I don't freaking know. I don't upload when I'm being myself, because it's not right, because it's not something I am comfortable with, because I'm not comfortable. And I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's really hard because I get stuff mumble jumbled up in my head, because obviously when you got an alt, like it's pretty clear. If you know me, you would understand that I legit just really do have an alter ego, like legit. There's many people that do. Okay, that they can be two different people, and I really just am. But that's the thing. I use music when I'm being myself to strengthen myself, so I can power my alter ego to impress people, which makes sense, right? Because without being my alter self, I cannot show strength towards bullies, because when I was being myself, like legit self, I would not have it. I would be pissing myself not being able to live with any bullying. Emotionally, I just broke down every day, and I'm being ridiculously honest. As I said I would, and I said this video would not be longer than the last one. It just really is. Okay, I'm sorry. But this means so much to me, and to be sharing it with people like you that I'm sure have probably experienced certain things that are horrible or hard or very, very difficult to deal with, I'm sure something will relate to you, and it might help you in some way. But the thing I'm trying to say here is that I don't even know. Oh my god. Okay, see, this is what happens when I go on too much. I'm trying to say is, if I had to be honest with you, from now on and into the future, I will try my hardest to upload. If I do manage to miss weeks at a time, or a few days at a time, I hope you guys understand why. It's all because I simply need to figure out how to control everything about me, mold it into one to make me stronger without having to change anything about myself. Be myself, but with the strength of my two egos to make myself normal, okay? Because I've just been traumatized, I think, in my life, and that's just made everything so emotionally hard on me, and that's the reason why I can't show strength in times of really difficult things like bullying and stuff, because all this suicidal stuff with Justin, all this bullying, all this crap, all this YouTube inconsistency, it's all linked to one thing, and that's just me struggling to be me. And that's all I can really say. You'll see videos where I'm as happy as a kite, you'll see videos where I'm pretty just monotone. But at the end of the day, if there was one message I had to send in this, it would be, in life, just be strong. Find whatever it is that can make you strong if you're not strong. If your parents have been in a car accident, for instance, and you really just can't do it because it's like, oh my god, my parents have been in a car accident, what can I do? Find something that can make you strong. Maybe being with them will make you strong. Maybe finding faith with something will make you strong. Maybe eating chocolate will make you strong. Maybe listening to music will make you strong. Maybe doing YouTube will make you strong. Maybe watching Netflix all day will make you strong. Maybe having alcohol and drugs will make you strong. But realistically, don't do that, because that won't make you strong. It'll make you think you're strong, but you're not. Okay, I'm just proving a point there. Don't change to that stuff. But like, find something that will actually help you. Because when you find something that will help you, and it's helped me these last 2 years a lot, find something. I sound like I was about to cry there. I was just really weird in the throat. Find something that will help you live your life the way you want to live it, because I've given up a lot in my life that people don't really understand that I actually really did give up. But I have. I've given up quite a lot of stuff, especially for my age. But I found strength to find something new. And that thing new is this freaking YouTube channel and this sick ass thing called YouTube. And I hope one day it's all going to be worth it, sitting in front of this camera for 40 minutes after doing it 40 minutes beforehand, trying to get a good video, and it just didn't work out. But yes, guys, honestly, just stay strong. Honestly, I don't know, maybe I should make that my motto. Stay strong, bitches. Nah, I'm joking. No, okay, I was about to make a really sick joke, but I didn't think that would suit the moment very well. But yes, guys, okay, stay strong. That is pretty much all you can do. But I had to be honest about friendship issues and how me and Justin are no longer friends. And if you did manage to watch some of this, all of it, who freaking knows? Bro, I just want to be your friend, honestly. You can bash me next year if you want, I really don't care, because I'm just gonna be like, look at my black eye, mate, I'm a sick guy. I got in a fight, you know, I didn't even touch him. I just walked up to him and was like, yo bro, what's up? And he's like, oh, I don't even know. And then he started bashing me. All his mates come in, start bashing me. I'm just like, yo, you can keep doing that, you know I'm not going to fight back, right? And he's like, yeah, I know, it's alright. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's nice. Okay, it looks like you got expelled or suspended or some shit. And I'm just like, okay, that's great. That was great banter. Now, you don't really need to do that again, do you? Because clearly there's no need to. Because legit, I was sitting there with a smile on my face the whole time. Yes, it hurt. And probably I was screaming like a little girl. But at the end of the day, I didn't care. Because why care when you're strong? You're strong enough to overcome that issue. If they kill you in the process, well, GG, you messed up. But dude, it's all about strength. Life is about strength. If you're not strong, you won't get through life. And yes, when I started making this video, I didn't think I would go in with some crappy, weird crap about... It's not crap though, is it? I just didn't think I'd be talking about strength and being strong, but all this has kind of helped me unleash thoughts into my head about how things are actually working, and this is really, really helpful, so I might make my second channel really like this sort of thing if you really do enjoy that. But obviously I'll try and keep it shorter, but you never know, I'm really, really bad with time. And I can see the time right now, it's 44 seconds and 29 seconds in, and you know what? 44 seconds and 29 seconds. 44 minutes and 29 seconds, and you never know, I probably did say minutes the first time there, but I probably failed because I didn't know. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more stuff like this, please leave a comment down below and tell me. Also hit that like button so I know you did like it. It does help me see if you actually do like it or not, because honestly, oh yeah, I got a view, that's sick. Did they like it? Oh no, they didn't. No one liked it, therefore no one must have liked it. Therefore, I should stop. But the thing is, I like doing YouTube, so it doesn't really matter to me. But there we go again. I'm just going to go rambling on about something which will make the video 2 times as long as it already is, and that's just something we can't have. So guys, hope you all enjoyed. Hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Hopefully you want to see more stuff like this. Hopefully you guys want to see my second channel kind of rise and grow, because I haven't actually uploaded to it other than that first video that I said I'd upload a video like the next day. But you know, that's it guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.